It is called smurfing. It falls under 31 U.S.C. Section 5324. It is a federal crime. My binder got a second section. I retained my college friend Mara, now a licensed attorney in Milwaukee. She filed a civil action for breach of fiduciary duty, conversion of trust assets, and breach of Chapter 701 accounting requirements. She also drafted a referral to the U.S. Attorney's Office. Through discovery, we found a third account, a money market account at a separate institution established 6 months after my father's death, held solely in Lorraine's name, that no accounting had ever disclosed. It had received $115,000 in 3 large wire transfers in October and November of 2020. Wire fraud, 18 U.S.C. Section 1343, a federal felony. We also found a note recovered from Lorraine's home office during the search. D gets first, R later if anything left. If anything left. The civil case settled in October of 2022. Diane returned $160,000 plus interest. The undisclosed account was liquidated by court-appointed receiver. Total recovered, $212,000. The federal case moved on its own timeline. A grand jury returned indictments against Lorraine in March of 2023. Wire fraud under Section 1343, structuring under Section 5324, and honest services fraud under 18 U.S.C. Section 1346, based on the trustee relationship. Diane was charged separately with 1 count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud, mitigated by her cooperation beginning in November of 2022. Lorraine's trial lasted 4 days. I testified on the second morning. I wore a navy blazer. My mother was in the gallery, second row. My father's wedding ring, which she had given me on a chain after the civil settlement, was inside my collar. The jury deliberated 11 hours, guilty on all 3 counts. Lorraine was sentenced in January of 2024, 38 months in federal custody, 2 years supervised release, and full restitution of $115,400 plus fraud enhancement. I stood in the gallery, held my father's ring between my fingers, and thought about a 9-year-old girl in a yellow church dress looking at a kitchen floor and deciding not to cry. My grandmother spent 30 years deciding my questions were a character defect. She thought the hierarchy she built was permanent. She did not account for the fact that the person she had underestimated was paying attention the entire time. The folder you start in the trunk of your car, the one that feels small and uncertain and maybe like nothing, that folder can become the thing that changes everything. My father's money is in an account now. The rest is in a high-yield account, and it sits there like a document, like proof of something. She was in federal custody before that coffee cup was cold, in the scheme of things. And the woman she said would never understand what this family was worth walked out of that sentencing hearing with her father's ring warm against her chest and nothing left to prove to anyone.